Hello, welcome back to Water. My name is Beast, and today we're back with Wagamama High Spec OC, also Dave Multiplied.
Hello.
Hi.
So
Also, I
Eagle's
don't.
gonna be fucking confused today.
Yeah.
He thought it was a co-host recording.
Truth to tell, I did, but considering, of course, we moved it to Tuesday last week, and I thought, you know what, I may as well. When I was told this, I thought, you know what, I may as well stay. You know, for the shits and giggles.
Also for sexing the teacher.
Yeah, but you skipped the scene, so it doesn't even matter.
Nah, close enough. The
You
next day.
bastard.
なるほどね。じゃあ、おまけページはキャラお気に入りの下着特集と。
Lately, the schedule has been so jam-packed that we have to hold our basic meeting in between bouts of student council work, and it's been happening more frequently. If I were to give Takatsuka a heads up, how do you want to go about it? Do I make the story first, or will these illustrations come first?
私は余裕があるから、ラフだけちょっと進めてみていいかな。
The small Prez immediately begins to draw a butt on her sketchbook.
I really have come in at a freakish point, haven't I?
Yes. Sure, it's completely different from what I'm imagining, then we can discuss from there.
お兄ちゃんとカオル子がエロい話をしてると、喧嘩の時間だってドア蹴破って入ってくるんじゃなかったっけ?
Or the FBI break in, I don't know.
We're not talking about anything dirty, this is the print for the print volume.
今までだってしてなかったでしょ? ありゃ言いがかりだよ。
Say it's a misunderstanding at least. There are some biting words.
ね? 肩持つんだよ。
In an instant, an all too sudden silence blankets the student council.
昨日はあの後どうなったんですか？みんな待ってるのにいきなりパンツの話始めるとか、肩透かしもいいところですよ。
It's not like I talk about panties for fun, you know.
平気だったの先生?
I stopped organizing the documents and even call out to Sakuragi. Since it was fine.
大丈夫って？
There's nothing wrong. Oh, would you look at the time? I have to go do some volunteer work.
ボランティアってゆかり先生が言ってたあれ？まだやってるの？
Looks like I have to show my remorse for just a little longer. Print volumes works in your hand. Anyway, if you'll excuse me.
反省ね。その割には随分と張り切ってたような。もともとあんなものでしょ? 何をやらせてもそこそこ真面目にやるじゃない。まあね。
ESC members are all pretty sharp when it comes to this stuff, so it's probably better to leave it at that rather than trying to keep going and making the story inconsistent. That said, keep it hidden. Walk at a brisk pace to where we'd agreed to meet, but as I think of Yukari, a certain part of me gets stiffened after one show Warlord.
Dear me.
He's
怪
down
我で
bad.
もしたのか？
Suddenly, I have a great understanding of why on earth you thirst for this individual.
Meanwhile,
love
I
those
have
women.
several questions about the image I just saw that Bud posted. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was hoping. I decided just to stay quiet and politely ignore it. It'll just float by.
Fair. Anyways,
My Twitter is so
meet
goated.
Yukari. She's an
Cursed
ex-delinquent
goated.
teacher.
Okay.
She also has zero fucking defenses when it comes to the MC.
Okay.
Not quite. Let's just say I've got a certain condition. It'll eventually get better, so don't mind me.
なんで勃起させてるんだバカ！
That means that Yukari immediately looked at that particular area.
今日はボランティア活動だぞ。だいたい昨日の今日であそこにも痛みが残ってるし。
Can't accept this phenomenon either. Please just pretend you never saw it.
スケベ。
I cannot deny that, nor do I intend to. Because it is true that I remembered yesterday's events just by looking at Yukari, and rather than letting it settle down, it only got even harder.
妹とか録音時に変なこと言ってないだろうな。お前はしっかりしているようで単純なところがあるから。
They find out that it is what it is, but for now it looks okay.
ヒヤヒヤさせるな。そんなことになったら。
She looks up the ceiling, groaning with a bunch of ahs and uhs.
なあ、恥ずかしい。
You would lose your job. Fool.
I mean,
Yeah.
only if, like, Kaoruko or Toa decide to, like, tell the fucking school.
Yeah.
At which point I feel like the MC would also kind of be in hot water.
Yeah. Expulsion to a completely different school would not want to miss.
If he even decides to go to another school.
just becomes a hikimori after that.
I mean, he has a job, so.
All those things you gotta juggle, really.
Like, let's just put it like this. The other game I'm currently playing is Sosaku Kanjo no Renai Koshiki, and one of the characters really wants to write smut, even though she's bad at it. So she asks the main character for advice. However, she should be asking the main character of this game for advice.
Yeah. But we can't make them meet each other, but oh well. We're here.
Cross-dimensional crossover. Okay, then let's put things on ice for now.
今のはなしだ。お前の立場とかいちいち何度も説明させるな。とにかく内緒にしておけよ。
But we are officially going out, yes.
急にグイグイ来るな。
Her skin flushes as if she's just had a long hot bath. The way she looks so flustered is cute, so I can't help but want to tease her.
お前がそう思うなら、そうかもしれないな。特に否定する理由はない。
Please just outright say that you love me.
若さを押し付けるな。私はそういうのがちょっと照れくさい年代に入ってるんだ。
That's good.
困らせるんじゃない。
The more troubled she looks, the more excited it gets me. Tugging on her hand, I pull us into a moment, then.
知ってるぞ。これ壁ドン
Be a bit of
ってや
a
つだ
spud.
な。
Can't believe Bud is dead.
He was the one excited to join on.
He was so disappointed about the sudden sub Yukari that he just spontaneously died.
Considering the irony of just getting back from a doctor's appointment.
Nah, it's American actors. And we know that he's not rich at the very least, so
Yeah.
the docs probably didn't do much.
Yeah, I was about to say. But both of us laugh in nationalised health services. Waiting times and all.
Ugh. Might as well take a short moment to behold some Pokepith. Ah, come on, that was so fucking close. Let's try this again. Sure, Torko. Digit. Raichu. Ferrothorn. Kabutops. Armaldo. Comfy. Agron. Sceptile. Ditto. instant lock-in on Ditto. The question is just what to copy. Hachi.
Bless you.
Thank you. No, I hate sneezes like that. Holy shit, they take all
You
that
feel,
everything out of me.
yeah, you feel everything coming loose.
Ugh. Wait, that's the ditto. Oh, god damn it, I have 2 mountain rangers. I gotta redo that. How long do we wait for Bud anyway?
Going on about 3 or 4 minutes now.
Okay. Ah, yes. Grave dog.
What, pray tell me, induced the rather, let's hope not prematurely, buried doggo?
Oh, it's fucking Pokepat TD. So it's just a Pokemon. That's interesting. Huh. That's funny. Because there's no such thing as sun in this game. Having a fucking...
Back.
Oh, there we go, he's back. Having a fucking cherub next to a sunflower is what it turns it into the sunny form. That's funny. Anyways,
Are we still flirting with an old woman?
yes.
Yep, that we are.
Fuck yeah!
Won't be stopping anytime soon.
We couldn't bring ourselves to do anything without you.
I am home. Yeah, something just quick came up.
Okay.
Oh, no problem.
Just once.
一回だぞ。
Just slightly your pointed lips graze against mine. So different from the kiss we had yesterday. One more time.
お前、性格変わってないか？
It's because you're so cute, Sensei. I just can't contain it. Just one little lick.
バカ。バカ。お前は本当にバカだ。
I feel like with every sub-act this woman does, Bud dies inside a little more.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not looking good on my front.
Nah, don't worry. You're gonna be into Mihiro.
You're gonna keep me around for me, hero.
I mean, I'm eventually going to do a co-host on the original Wagamama, so...
Alright.
Why did you sound so defeated?
My experience with visual novels has been has been humiliating failure.
Mihiro bullies the MC all the way to the end.
We continue winning.
Mihiro bullies the MC all the way to the end.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't even let me say that I'm joking.
こうか？こんなのもしてほしかったんだろ？お前はしょうがないやつだからな。なんてしょうがないんだ。
And she licks my lips just once. She grinds her breasts against me, oh lord.
こっちは他に仕事を残してるんだ。今日の活動の指示だけ出して、早く職員室に戻らないと。
But if you don't get out of the way, then I can't move.
腰が抜けた。
Unable to restrain myself, I also embraced her, pressing my cheek against her. I'll make it quick then. I want to call you later tonight.
わかったから、エッチな感じにささやくな。
It's quite a careless whisper.
With or without George and Michael performing it.
Thank you, Eagle.
Do they ever want to dance again? I'm Deadpool for that one.
God, I hate blowing my nose.
You hate blowing?
My nose.
You could say it blows.
Breath feels so good. It feels good against my neck. You know what? How about one more?
お前を誤解していた。最初はエロくなかったくせに急にエンジンがかかったな。
I love you so much more now than I did at the time, so I can't help it.
ゆかりと呼べと言っただろ。
It was only chance serendipity that brought us together, but I can confidently say the burning feeling in my heart is love. They even gave the chibi tits.
It would have been
Unbelievable
sacrilege not
attention to
to.
detail.
連絡はそんなところか。金曜だからといってダラダラするなよ。
先生、口笛吹いてました？
誰がそんな軟弱な真似なんぞするか。いいことがあったわけでもあるまいし。
This does not align with the usual schematics. Just doing it subconsciously then.
殺さないでください。
誰が殺すか。ぶつかられたくらいで怒りはしないが、お前はもうちょっと落ち着きを持つように。
Yukari slaps Sato on the shoulder and briskly walks out of the classroom. An act I disagree with because Sato deserves to be punched at all times of the day.
あんたさ、朝の間くらい落ち着いてなさいよ。小学生じゃないんだから。
年上の女教師
目がハートになってるけど、どうかした？
俺は先生を誤解してた。ちょっと前まではゴミを見る目だったのに、急にあの柔らかな態度。先生も俺のことを。さっきぶつかった時いい匂いしたし、お肌のツヤも違ってた。いて
Quit talking nonsense and get changed already. The next class is PE.
なんで俺のお尻ギューってしたの？
あんたが気持ち悪かったからじゃない？
Well, that too. Oh, right, I'd better send a text at least before the next class. Just random whistles.
あいつ俺に着替えるって言ったよな。なんでスキップで教室出てくわけ？春だからかな？
suppose he had a spring in his step.
By the way, do you know like the fucking clip of like the hunter, like that one scene in Shrek with all the hunters speaking of one by one, where someone dubbed over like, "This is outrageous, this is bullshit," one after another, and then one comes up, "I like fat bitches." Know what I mean?
I think I've seen it somewhere before, but I forget.
Mayhap.
Should be that hard to find.
He's looking for it.
He's searching. He's searching.
I mean, I don't know how to find it. I've tried to once, and it didn't work out. So even if I try to find it, I'm not gonna find it. I was trying to see if like the scene that is at least like available as a GIF, but I don't find it. Yeah, it was the fucking Merry Men. That's what it was.
Oh, right.
Hold on, maybe I can actually find it now that I remember that's fucking Merry Men.
Why is it giving me Norwegian suggestions?
I don't know.
Norwegian, perhaps.
No, my VPN is turned off.
My VPN is turned off.
Usually-
Perhaps
set to
your
Sweden
device
anyway.
just sensed your Anglo-Saxon ancestry, so it put you there anyway.
Oh dear, good old Morvad. Anyway,
Anyways, the point is there's like a clip where one after the other, the Merry Men like say something, and someone dubbed over it with like all of Merry Men complaining, and then one of them comes in like, "I like fat bitches."
Yes, I've seen that one.
I think I can find it if I just. The main reason why I remember that a lot right now for some reason is because Robin used it in like a fucking YouTube short. I need to find that one. Oh yeah, there we go. Go ahead, give that a watch. Tell me when you're done.
what? Just this
Oh,
chain of unhinged as it goes on.
I'm into fat bitches.
Exactly. The friend with the glasses you saw earlier, this guy, that's the I'm into fat bitches guy. This entire spiel I brought up just to tell y'all, this guy's into fat bitches.
Okay, so let's let him enjoy the heifers for a bit, and we'll go on to the next bit. That entire thing is just so out of context, out of the pocket. It's great.
Get it out of your system. Get it out of your system.
Yeah, yeah. Junior.
I like those tunes.
Nice, gentle, incidental music.
Just- Anyways.
Ready to press on when you are.
Indeed. Rufus' top is still pretty deserted, probably because lunch break had only just started. Given who I'm meeting up with, it is better to err on the side of caution. I did consider meeting up at the SC, but once in a while, or Sakuragi also used that room during lunch, so I can't be careless. So this is what a secret affair is like.
来たぞ、なるみ。
If any students were to see Yukari right now, they'd probably get the shock of their lives. Yukari approaches while constantly looking around her, filled with unease. None of her usual intimidating demeanor is there.
のこのこ来ておいて言うのもなんだが、昼休みに待ち合わせをして一緒にお昼というのもまずい気はするな。
It's gotta be a better way to put it.
隠れてるのにか？ごまかせたならごまかせたで、お前は担任と一緒にお昼を食べてる生徒という目で見られるんだぞ。
That's fine.
気合入ってるな。お前がそこまで言うなら、私も腹をくくろう。
God damn, that's hot. Izukuri sits down, a certain part of me stands at attention as I'm drawn to the barely visible but tantalizing space within her thick thighs.
Down, boy, down.
There is no down for this boy. The only down for this boy is down bad.
Bad, yeah.
しかし、お前にばかり何度もお弁当を作らせるのも女として情けないな。
I do it because I like it, so don't worry about it.
太ももばかり見すぎだ。
Pulls on my cheeks.
胸や尻ならまだわかるが、太ももの何が楽しいの？
It'll take a while to explain.
じゃあいらん。とにかくあんまり見るな。
Well, you don't really perceive thighs as being erotic, right? So then wouldn't it be okay for me to look? Ow, 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 ow. That reminds me, tomorrow's Saturday, right? Why don't we go on a date tomorrow, or the day after? Here, have some hot tea. I don't know why I added hot there. There's something hot on screen, so I guess I kind of mixed that up there. She grabs the plastic bottle from me without a word.
デート？いちいちお前は不意を打ってくるな。
How come? We're growing out, so I think it's pretty normal to go somewhere together to spend time together. To go somewhere to spend time together on the weekends. Hold on, sorry.
それも一理あるな。
You have other plans?
一切ない。
Hearing things like that makes me just a little scared of becoming an adult. Listen, it's only nothing to do if you assume sitting at home is nothing. Well, then it's settled. Tomorrow or the day after.
どっちでもいいが、おい、声が大きい。
Tomorrow this time is of the essence, as they say.
分かったから手加減しろ。私はお前ほど若くないし、探り探りとでも言えばいいのか？慣れないことばかりなんだ。
You won't get used to anything until you experience it.
うん。
You gotta experience something first to write about it. Anyway, sex. Yukari nods without objection.
おい、キスはダメだろ。
We're just so cute.
それを言えば済むと思ってないか？
She's never once gotten angry at me for doing it, so I think it kinda is the answer. And it's also the first time for me to be in a relationship with a girl, and that's why I'm excited like this. It's so fun to be in love with someone. So cheerful every day.
お前ってやつは。
Yukari casts her gaze down and unable to look me in the eye, and then shakes me by the shoulders with both hands.
手加減しろって言ってるのに、私を困らせて楽しいのか？
I won't. And the answer is a resounding yes. Her grip doesn't even hurt. Something like this won't stop me. Let's start out by getting used to this together. And I'm sure you'll start to find enjoyment in all sorts of things.
わからないでもないが。
Oh, oops, sorry. I guess we took too long here after going off track. We've really forgotten about the food.
そうだな。何も焦ることはない。
Okay, then choose one. Do you want to feed each other food or let me use your lap as a pillow? Sensei yelps in surprise and quickly covers her mouth with both her hands.
あんはダメだ。私の年齢であんは覚悟がいる。どうしてもなら膝枕だ。
You made your choice. Immediately lie down on my back, resting the head on her lap, facing her stomach.
髪がくすぐったい。これが膝枕ってやつか。
The thighs are so buttery smooth, it feels wonderful.
それは良かったな。
Now that I'm here, though, the shadow area in the center of her skirt is piquing my interest. If you excuse me, I'll just lift it up just a bit, just a tiny bit like.
待て、なんて。めくっちゃダメだろ。
This man is an idiot.
Can we kill this guy?
あら先生どうしたの？こんなお昼から疲れた顔して。
顔に出ていますか？若さを受け止めるというのもなかなか気力と体力を使うなと。
でも充実してるんでしょ？最近のあなた生き生きしてるわ。教師として一皮むけてきたようね。
Ah, yes, her stride as a teacher. Fucking your student. Oh no.
教師として。はあ、そうですかね。
Anyway, I'm going.
じー。
Is it a good or a bad time, Neil? She pews just as I put on my shoes and about to turn the doorknob. Do you have any errands you need done? I won't be back until later tonight, though.
単行本作業じゃなかったの？
Oh, do you mind posting on Twitter something about how I'm done writing stuff for it? Like the release is still next month, so maybe it's too soon. Better keep it to Katsuka.
漫画のネタ出しは？
Or submitted the material for the next chapter, so as long as there aren't any revisions, then there's no problem.
ふーん。
Is it wrong that my work's going smoothly? Did I do something to upset you?
別に。で、どこにお出かけなのさ？
Just wandering around. All that output, yeah. After all that output, you gotta get some input, you know. To keep on making manga, you always need a constant supply of things to keep you stimulated.
ついて行ってあげようか。
My lazy little sister's suddenly motivated. could say that if she were to come along to this day to Anemone and Yukari, there certainly would be a storm approaching. I hate my life. Thank you, Eagle. The silence only hurt more. It's honestly a
I
pain.
had to remind
嘘
myself
だけどね。
that it existed.
That's something right out of Mihiro's mouth. If I look too happy that she isn't going with me, she might start probing more, so I risk everything on this end.
なんでもいいけど、晩ご飯は芋フェスだからね。最近は手抜きが多かったから今日は気合を入れるように。
Sweet, I made it through. Alright, already. I'll get back as soon as I can. Despite her appearances, Yukari is a real stickler for time, so I'd better hurry. Anyway, I'm off!
ふむ。
As the newly constructed train station comes into view, I can feel my excitement steadily building up. It's the morning of our date, so this is just about right.
なるみ、
Suddenly someone grabs my elbow from the side. Good morning. Weren't we supposed to be... Wait, where did you come from?
早めに目が覚めてな。
Yukari gestures to a cafe with a large glass wall.
早く、どこか人目につかないところに移動するぞ。
Alrighty. Seeing if you're already in the mood, then I'm all up for it. Now where are the hotels?
バカ、二人きりになりたいって意味じゃない。知り合いに見つかるかもしれないからってだけだ。
But there's no school today.
私にとっては勤務先の駅だ。現に休みだというのに、お前に見つかっただろう。
She has a point now, she mentions that. Guess I invited you on a day without giving it much thought, huh? Sorry.
私が嫌がってるように見えるのか？ただ、人目につきたくないと言っただけだろ。車で来てるから早く乗れ。移動さえしてしまえばこっちのものだ。
It's a little hard to go along with Yukari. She's pulling so hard on my arm that she tightly embraces. The way we look now, we definitely wouldn't have any excuses if someone we know sees us. Your smells different today. And the makeup looks different too.
後でいいだろう。私だって女なんだから。デートって言われたら、それなりの準備はしてくるさ。
How would you look with your hair down?
そんなの職場じゃなければ気が済むまで見せてやるから。
Whenever Yukari and I are together, she always seems to be frazzled. Yukari, do you really love me?
そうやってお前はいちいち困らせるなと言っているのに。
While she yanks my elbow, I could feel it applying pressure against her breast from the side.
好きに決まっている。ぞっこんでお前のことばかり考えて仕事が手につかない時もあるくらいだ。昨日なんて興奮しすぎて眠れなかった。
Phrasing. Let's kiss?
分かったというわけがないだろ。後にしろ、後に。
Even the slightest hint of uneasiness has been wiped from my heart. We're in for a fun day today. A whisper so that only Yukari can hear me. She bites her lip ever so slightly in embarrassment and nods. Our date began with absolutely no plans apart from the phrase, "Let's go on a date." For starters, we get into Sensei's car and slowly drive some distance away from the station. Then we end up coming back. It's kind of refreshing to see the same views but the passenger seat of a car, huh?
退屈じゃないか？
Oh, sorry, if there's anywhere you'd like to go, feel free to let me know.
私じゃなくてお前だ。私は別に 車でぶらつくだけでも構わないぞ。
Just being together with you is fun in and of itself. And it's like we're in a semi-private room. We got to kiss so much too.
ならいいが、私はとにかくこういうことに縁がなかったからな。
That's even better then. You get to feel new emotions of a shared experience.
そう言ってくれると助かる。
After a quick chuckle, I rest my hand on Yukari's thigh. She immediately closed her eyes.
今日はキスばかりだな。
And next, I recreate her first kiss. Okay, it looks like you're okay having your thighs touched now. We are getting accustomed to it, huh?
お前の思う慣れとは違うと思うぞ。キスするたびに私はドキドキしてる。
Same goes for me. My eyes can't help but be drawn to the bulge on her chest. My hand reaches a little, but of course I pull back.
車の中は誰にも見られないというわけじゃないからな。こんな明るいうちからは。
And our date is just getting started. As I tell her that, I rest my hand atop hers, which is almost shift her.
そろそろ程よい時間だぞ。お昼ご飯は食べないのか？
Are you hungry?
ぼちぼちかな。
Peckish.
Got a problem with that?
I'm starting to feel a bit peckish, innit? Oh, I think I'll pop down to the old shop.
Don't make me come over. So how exactly did you
You've
get this?
incurred the wrath of the Brit.
You've unleashed the Englishman. Do I look like Henry West to you?
God, what's like
This
what-
post has
what's
been
like the
colonised,
fucking
joke.
What's like the Jerry equivalent but for Brits?
The what? Sorry?
What's like the Jerry equivalent of but for like the Brits instead of the Germans?
Almost with you, the long list of insults continues, I imagine.
What would that be?
The old favourite limey, I imagine, comes to mind.
Nah, well, not that it matters right now. Makes me happy to feel her fingers casually intertwining around mine. Why don't you show me one of the usual restaurants you eat at since you've got the chance? Seems like you'd know some nice places.
あいにくだが、私はラーメン屋くらいしか知らないぞ。絶句しただろ。悪いな。私ももう少し時間があれば下調べとかできたんだが。
Don't blame yourself, ramen's fine. There isn't a single Japanese out there who hates ramen.
だよな。わかってるなお前は。
What I do, I'm slowly falling in love with you more and more.
ラーメンでもいいのか？だったら私がおすすめのところに連れて行ってやる。
Okay, then could you tell me about around what area it's at? I'll see if there are any interesting shops nearby.
盛り上がってきたな。
Ramen place that Yukari suggests is a Goro style one whose bowls are absolutely packed with pork back fat. That sure explains why her skin is so pretty.
Wow, おしゃれだな。
Next place we go to is an
Wow.
L cafe just a stone's throw from the ramen shop. This is the only CG I've seen from her route before the game came out.
Owls.
Yes.
この辺りにはしょっちゅういるのにな。こんな店があるなんて聞いたこともなかったさ。おお、泣くぞこいつ。
Of course it would. Despite the fact that it's around lunch on a weekend, the place is pretty empty, which is good for us.
おい見ろなるみ、ガン見だぞ。めちゃくちゃガンつけてきやがる。
Seeing an excited reaction, but take it that you're having
と
fun.
ころでだな。動き出したら危険。逃げてくださいって書いてあるんだ。
Owl.
Owls are still birds of prey.
They ain't gonna fuck with me, bro. They know I'm pure of heart.
Those beaks could probably like punch a hole in your fucking arm.
They would never do that to me. I'm too pure of heart. They could feel it. They could sense it. They would know I'm an ally.
I've heard some of the things you say. You're not pure of heart. I've
Silence.
seen some of the degen shit you've said. Sure does.
これは癒しの場として成立してるのか？
Trust your instincts. How does it feel? How does it feel getting to pet all these cute animals?
ふむ。
Yukari breathes a sigh and then stares at the small owl perched on the branch-looking thing in front of her.
ボールみたいだな。
It's around cute, isn't it?
今のは女らしさが欠如してたか？ちょっと待って、やり直す。
Let me run it back is crazy.
You don't need to. What for?
こういうシーンで女は可愛げみたいなものを見せていくんじゃないのか。
You are perfect the way you are.
Perhaps acting in my stead, the owl tilts its head.
例えば録音時とかだったら可愛いとか目がギョロッとしてて怖いとかやりそうだろ？
You'd be surprised, but just pretty down to earth. Sort of reaction you'd probably get from Sakuragi.
ずいぶん分かり合ってるな。うちの生徒会は仲がいいことだ。
Your tone of voice sounds kinda off there.
気のせいだ。
During the lullaby conversation I hear, it's so cute from a table deeper in. It's a perfect example of what you just talked about.
参考になるな。試してみるか。
I appreciate your willingness to take on the challenge, but I cannot at all imagine that level of energy from Yukari.
無理してるわけじゃないぞ。よく見てみると丸くてなかなか可愛げがある。
I know it's cute and all, but as she slowly extends her hand, I hurriedly grab from the side.
うわ、なんだ。
すいません。あまり前で騒ぐとフクロウが興奮してしまうので。
申し訳ない。
Under the table, I get kicked in the
タイ
ankle.
ミングがおかしいだろう。いきなり手を握るな。
I had to stop you. They already warned us not to touch them in the face or anything, didn't they?
おお。
Since I stopped her in the nick of time, the owl doesn't show any signs of movement, just as it's written on this warning below.
猛禽類だもんな。
Exactly, that beak is sharp enough to dig into flesh.
ちゃんと人に慣れてます。
Staring into your soul.
すごい見てくるな。
Reminds me, I don't know why, but I've watched like the fucking Bumbles McFumbles videos on what Pokemon would make actually good pets, and the Deoxys one is still so funny. Like, not only do you not know if your dog, you know, needs to sleep, eat, or breathe, but also just by owning this dog, you have found yourself getting into fights with the atmosphere. Well, yeah, because Deoxys is always fucking fist fighting Rayquaza.
This is true.
Also, it's Rayquaza, not Rayquaza, and it's Arceus, not Arceus. I will not accept any counter-arguments on this. Having the two of you side by side like that fits surprisingly well, given who you are.
気が強そうな仲間ってことか？
Well, pretty much.
うん。
Don't look so grumpy now, you're the cool collected type, right? Just saying that you two match up well. This doesn't have anything to do with Sakuragi or Prez. There isn't anything about you that I want you to change.
周りに人がいるというのに。
Seeing the owl regain its composure, I sigh in relief.
滑稽に見えたのはわかるが、私もこれで必死なんだ。変わらなくていいと言われても、自分ではそう思ってない。好きな男ができれば 自分の女らしさみたいなものを磨きたくなる。そういうものなんだ。
Really are sort of old, Yukari.
お前はいつもそれだな。私の方がいくつ年上だと思ってるんだ。
But you still love me even if I'm so many years younger than you, right?
うん。
Whenever it comes to declaring our love for each other, she always goes on the defensive and blushes in response. I'm on a winning streak. It's a little dark in there, huh? In your
何をする気だ。店員さんがうろうろしてるだろ。
Lording is a weird way to put it.
バカ。太もも触るな。
Yukari tells me off. She doesn't swat my hand with it. She adjusts her sitting again and again, changing her position. It's just a kiss on the cheek. No one's gonna
だ
notice.
からなんだ。何もこんな場所で。こら、じりじり顔を近づけてくるな。動いたぞ。
たまには動きますよ。威嚇じゃないんで、それくらいなら大丈夫です。
Is it my fault? Did Yao get agitated because we were getting all flirty? It's the first time in an owl cafe, but it's pretty interesting. The owls are so calm too.
かわいいでしょ。頭もいいし、人懐っこいですし、普通にペットとして飼ってる人もたくさんいらっしゃるんですよ。肉食ですけど。
Oh, I know, especially that sort of stuff especially the sort of stuff they normally eat too.
よろしければ手に乗せてみますか？この子はまだ子供なので、グローブをつけなくても平気ですよ。
手はやめておきます。
I don't want to. It's a good opportunity to get to touch one directly. It's rare to go to these sorts of places, and it'll make for a good reference for my manga too.
ん？資料。そういうのもあるのか。
Oh, definitely. If you say no, then I might end up coming back with someone else for it later too.
わかった。待ってろ。
They just said not to bring your hand close to its face.
頭から背中にかけて、手の甲で優しく撫でてあげてくださいね。
背中を。
The big gold Yukari now reaches for the back of the owl.
お、触れたぞ。
ふかふかで気持ちいいですよね。
ふかふかだ。
It's a pretty important memory, so take a quick snap from the phone. The expression's really stiff. Relax, I'm not gonna eat you or anything.
そんなの分かって。
つつくくらいですよ。
手に穴が開くだろう。なんだこのくちばしは。ドリルか。
Staff also plays along with us. Spec really all that fluffy.
ふかふかだな。
Precious. I had a feeling that's what you posted, bud.
What?
I had a feeling that's what you sent in the group chat, bud. What hooted? Yukari's eyes are getting all droopy.
かわいい。
If we were to roughly categorize the human race, Yukari would definitely be in the easy bunch.
苦労いいな。肝が座ってやがる。犬とか猫は私が触ろうとすると逃げるんだ。
Maybe because you exude pressure.
取ったな。
Nobody said I would, especially if it's so relaxed.
他のやつに見せるなよ。
ごゆっくり。
あ、
After the staff leaves us to our own devices, our conversation dies down. How strange.
自分で言うのもなんだが、これはなかなか。むしろかなりデートっぽいんじゃないか？
I don't think anyone out there who sees us isn't going to think we're on a date.
Who?
The owl turns around to face us, wondering what's going on. I think it's telling her to pat it some more.
私はもう触ったからいい。次はお前だ。せっかくのふかふかを経験してみろ。
It's saying that she takes out her own smartphone. Might as well take the chance. Whoa, it's pats up now.
フクロウは毛玉を吐くので気をつけてください。
フクロウも相手を選ぶんだな。
Mean to say that it's basically just scared of you then.
こいつめ。ああ言えばこう言う。
Anyone seeing the two of us enjoying ourselves would no doubt see a lovey-dovey couple. I know that sentiment is common and cliche, but I can't help but think that. Rather, it's true because it's such a common sentiment. Time sure flies when having fun. We went to the Owl Cafe at around 2 p.m. It's not as if we'd particularly done anything in there, but it's already pretty dark outside.
そういう見方もあるが、楽しくなくて時間の進みが遅く感じるよりはいいんじゃないのか?
Right. Glad to know that you felt the same way. Yukari's car is parked in the parking lot on the other side of the station.
そうか。お前も楽しかったか。
Did you too? Then I guess this was a good date.
なんだ
Pulled Yukari's hand while she's confused and dragged her to the shadow of a vending machine.
いきなりか。ちょっと強引すぎるぞ。
PDA! It's just so excited, from you especially. Okay, let's not do snake rituals. The first to initiate the kiss, Yukari then licks me in return. Wait. While that's happening, I leveling follow generous press. Again, wait, you're in public. Keep it down. Had a lot of fun today. Should hang out like this again sometime. Huh?
帰るのか? 私はてっきり
But my virginous hack self really showed through. Or we told
You're not a
Toad I'd be
virgin.
back by our evening, but then, what do I do? Yes, he is by definition not a virgin, but like his mentality is still virgin.
Gotta get those numbers up.
「さっきのはなしだ。帰るなら帰るで。私は別にそれでいい。
Yukari averts her gaze from me, then looks down at the ground. Yukari's mouths have been pressing up against my chest the entire time since earlier. Maybe it's a little too early to head back.
まだ6時過ぎだからな。社会人の感じじゃようやく一日が始まるくらいのもんだ。
After 5 and all that, right? I'm beautiful for you. I don't know why Yukari wraps her arms around her body, supporting her massive knockers, and turns her back to me. What a seductive sensual view from her back. I think the spirit of Scott can fucking possess him for a second there.
Yeah.
My eyes trace the line of her body, which are obvious even through her clothes, from the small of her back down to her slim waist and generous butt.
ホテル。いや、ホテルはないな。万が一見られでもしたら。
What do you do? My house is definitely out of the question.
うち来るか?
That sounds good, but since it didn't you say you live with your parents?
少し前に引っ越してな。あと、外で先生って呼ぶの?
Sorry.
車、拾いに行くか?
The time it takes for us to get back to the car isn't enough to mentally prepare myself. There's no conversation between us during the 15 or so minutes walking back, with tension only building in the left side of my chest. Got a fucking bear, dude.
Bear.
Well,
The apartment Sensei lives at is pretty old, but it's quite spacious for its rent and was recently renovated, so it doesn't pose her any trouble. On a side note, the walls also look pretty thick.
失敗したな。途中で何か買い込んでくればよかった。
Stuff like what? Condoms? Contraceptive pills? Now, I'm no expert, but I don't think contraceptive pills just work like you take it once and congratulations, you're not gonna get preggers for that day. I'm pretty sure you have to like consistently take them for a little while for it to actually work.
Yeah.
そんなの晩飯に決まってるだろ。
Of course!
もう一回外出るか？このままいても冷凍食品くらいしか食うものないぞ。
Looks like I could whip up something instead.
その作るための材料もない。
What do we do?
後でどうせお前を送っていかなきゃいけないし、その時でもいいっちゃいいが、昼は結構食べたしな。
It is fine. I see you, so not now. Hear the crunch of tatami mats as Yukari sits down beside me. And though I say besides, it leaves just enough room for one more person to barely squeeze in, creating a strange half space between us.
何をかしこまって正座なんかしてるんだ？足崩せばいいだろ。
See, I guess I could do that.
料理はそんなにしないだけで、掃除はまめにしてるから、尻をつけても汚くないぞ。料理だって面倒だからしてないだけで、できないってわけじゃないんだからな。
Wanna eat your home cooking?
先に言っておけば、今日準備しておいたのに。
By the way, what's with this weird distance? She's far enough to be beyond arm's reach, but too close for me to intentionally get closer to.
テレビつけるか？
Normally I don't have the TV on around this time. Are there any shows you want to watch?
別にないがつけてる。社会人なんてそんなものだ。
So she tells me, but Yukari doesn't reach for the remote.
見たくもないテレビを見て、来週1週間の授業はああで、学園行事がこうで、というのが勝手に脳裏をよぎるんだ。
The expression looks so dead and hollow. Hang in there, Yukari.
そんなもんだと思ってたし、それはそれでって諦めに近いものもぶっちゃけあったんだ。こうなって初めて私は今まで何もしてなかったんだなとか思ってる。
As she speaks, I feel sensation on my thigh.
私が男を部屋に誘う日が来るとはな。
We sense the distance that had been there earlier is now gone.
本当に男が欲しいとか好かれたいと思ってるなら、もっと他にできることがあったと自分でも思うんだ。もうちょっとそれっぽい部屋に住んでおけようとか、身なりだとか趣味とかいくらでもあった。私って女はな、生きがったガキのまま大人になっちまったんだ。どうしたらいいかさっぱりわからん。今日の私ダメダメだっただろ。部屋への誘い方一つとっても褒められたものじゃないのは分かってはいるんだ。今だって。
At this distance, our lips can touch just by craning our necks a little. If you ask me how you were today, then you were cute. Girlfriend is the cute, absolute cutest. You don't need snake ritual. The two of us are awkward and unfamiliar, and that's fine. It doesn't have anything to do with it either. The two of us are just lovers, right?
なら本当にそう思ってくれてるならもういい。ちゃんと使い分けてくれるなら敬語もいい。
Small hands scoop with huge breasts sagging from the pull of gravity and squeeze them a little. Yukari shudders from the sensitive sensation. Mans is too down there. From now on, let's experience all sorts of things together. Let's learn about the unknown together.
わかった。言う通りにする。いろんなことを経験したい。
Really?
したいことばっかりだ。
Mad rushes to Yukari's back, but before I can put in any strength, she falls on top of me. Yukari lies on top of me. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with narrating fucking snake ritual.
車の中でしたキスとも、さっき自動販売機でしたキスとも違う。このキスが一番熱い。
No.
体中だ。
Your breasts are pressed up against my chest and now start to bounce and jiggle about. You're so quick to seduce me with your boobs.
挑発なんかじゃ
Some
な
of
い。
these fucking lines, I swear.
手口が他に思い浮かばないんだ。私の胸をお前は気に入ってると言ったから、お前に喜んでほしいんだ。
Call me Corky.
後期。
Kissing is so cute. Okay, calm down. Some of these lines, I swear. Again, some of these lines, I swear.
ほんの少しだけ残ってるかもしれない。だが、したい。私はお前とセックスがしたい。
Really? You're not forcing yourself?
無理なんかしてない。したい。セックス。今夜は絶対にセックスするつもりでいたんだ。
While she presses her loins against me, she subtly reveals a bit of her cleavage. Oh boy.
下着だって今日のために新しいのを揃えたんだぞ。
Black?
Black?
Nick!
Yo,
Really?
yo.
Be careful there.
Listen, the joke is right there, okay?
No.
Yeah, I guess you're right. The joke isn't right there.
硬くなった。
It's right over in gaming, actually. The joke is that Colonel is in gaming.
Yeah. I noticed.
Oh no, my belt's gonna get yanked off. If this timing was deliberate, then she's truly frightening. If it's total coincidence, then it's even more frightening. It's not as if I've even changed my ringtone, but hearing it coming from my pants, I can already picture her expression.
もう20回くらい鳴ってるが、全く切れる気配がないな。
That's just the kind of person she is. Hello?
人が晩ご飯待ってるのにどこほっつき歩いてんのさ。あと15分ね。
The merges beep beep sound that I'm left with is depressing.
聞こえてたわ。
Sorry, but do you think you could make it back to my place from here in 15 minutes?
従うのか？
I was prepared for this. I swear next time I'll make sure that everything is set up and even come up with a plan to stay overnight.
お前、いくらなんでも妹に。
If I disappoint my sister any further, then I've got no future after that. I hate to do this, but... As expected from my Yukari, she managed to get me back in time despite the situation. Though she was pissed as hell.
スーパー寄ってこなかったの？芋フェスはどうなるのさ。
The update isn't a chiller.
芋だけで芋フェスとか言い張るつもり？たるんでるんじゃないの？
The Some of the highest grade potatoes I especially ordered in. I think roasting them whole with some melted butter is the best way to eat them. I best start prepping and then call. Nah, I guess I should call after she calms down.
間に合わせてきたか。判断に悩むね。
Toa in this very moment.
考えすぎってことならいいんだけど。
She's over here like, I know what's going on. I just don't.
I'm on to you, Morgan.
breathe."
You don't walk. You glide. Goddamn lizard on ice.
Yeah, that's amazing, Toa. You got up on your own. Reach a good stopping point, so I shut the faucet and wipe my hands with my apron. Pretty much done preparing breakfast. I just need to toast the bread.
焼いて。
Oh well. But in exchange, could you at least bring your dishes to the sink when you're done?
覚えてたらね。
Merely ask her to, but I don't expect anything.
こんな早い時間から何を生き急いでるのさ。
That's just life. I have to head out now, so I don't head back to bed and go to back to bed and go to school. Got it?
やけにご機嫌だね。なんか浮かれてない？
Not really. I just have to head over for some volunteer work because of that whole suspension thing.
ほー。
Busy. Just how much longer do I have to keep this up? Ah, crap, I'm gonna be late for a meetup. Sorry, Toa. Looks like you have to toast the bread yourself.
は？
I'm off!
この私のお世話を放り出して出かけていくとは増長甚だしいね。この前も私との約束を放り出そうとした節があるし。もしもしみひろ。朝から悪いんだけど今からうちに来てパン焼いてほしいんだけど。
I do not like Toa.
それと近々あれの開催があるかもだから。何をって？例のあれのこと。長年培ったあれだよ。この手の胸騒ぎを私は信じてるからね。
If you were to put her in an escape room,
遅
this
い
is just a room that needs to have the knob turned on the door. She would not escape.
Sounds alright.
Lazy bastard.
Yukari yells at me with an opposing stance. Even the group of students in sweatsuits, not swimsuits. Where the fuck did they get swimsuits? Heading to their club gets freaked out.
まったくお前というやつはあれだな。いちいちあれだ。
It's alright, I'll make sure I do everything I need to.
当たり前だ。
Please don't hurt me.
誰が暴力教師だ。
今行動ということに矛盾が。バカ、目をつけられたら終わりだぞ。
The student with the shaved head reacts pretty sensibly as he drags his friend away together with his sports bag. You have to hit me, you know. With everyone watching, it's gonna turn to an issue. Just as I mentioned, someone's right there watching us. Westrup, pretty rare to see you here this early.
演劇部の朝練があるからね。こっちは全然珍しくないって。
おいなるみ、ぼやぼやしてると奉仕活動の時間がなくなるぞ。ったく、こんな朝早くから付き合わせやがって。
You're in a pretty terrible mood, huh?
黙れ。
With a shake of her ponytail, Yukari immediately turns away.
例の罰ゲームってまだ続いてたの？なんていうか、ご愁傷様。
What can I do? Appreciate the sympathy, though.
なるみ、
Get it already? With just the two of us on the roof, I immediately pull Yukari out of public view. Sorry about yesterday. Will you let us slide with this?
私はこんなつもりじゃ。
I'll take her by surprise with a kiss. I'll taste her my...
Foolery at its lowest occurs.
Indeed.
こんな朝から
Right, we're really going at it this early.
バカ人のケツ丸出しにしてチンポまでこんなに
Calm down, people! Well, of course it's gonna get hard. If anyone saw Yukari from behind, they'd probably get a clear view of her butt.
欲求不満なのか私はちゃんとその気になってたんだから自業自得だぞ
As finally the ample amount of flesh spilling out of the fabric of her pants, Yukari stroked... Okay. You said we can't let Toe and the others notice us, right? We shouldn't do anything to draw their suspicion either.
それはわかるが
It's just me and my little sister. My PlayStation pretty much doesn't help with anything at all. There's nothing I can do.
そこは一言言いたいことがなくもない
Toa does work to help with the house's finances, so there's only so much I can say too.
家庭のことになるとあまり口出しできないな
I know she's like that, but I care deeply for her.
うむ
Seems like her mood has improved, but I still pat her on the head just in case.
尻か頭かどっちかにしろ
I'd sat on her butt.
必要に尻か余計なことを言わなければよかった
We're still new to making love to each other, so our body stands up whenever we get teased by the other in our sensitive areas.
かましてやるつもりで待ち構えてたのにこうも力技であっさりねじ伏せられるとさすがに尺だな
It's not like I'm intentionally trying to dominate you, just that the moment I saw you so angry this morning, you were just so cute that I couldn't help myself.
尻をこねすぎだ変な部分が熱くなったら困るからその辺で許してくれ
Right, I don't think I can stop myself either. Yukari takes her phone out to check the time. I can kind of imagine what for.
デート次はいつだ
Though she makes me stop fondling her butt, she's still rolling my... Okay. So, regretfully...
Device.
Procreation device.
Drops gone.
The probe.
The uphill gardening hoe.
His
Wait, no,
anaconda.
That would infer that they were gay, wouldn't it?
教師というのもそう楽な仕事ではなくてな急に仕事が入ったりして思うように予定が立てられない
It's possible for me to make that much time too.
あっさり言ってくれたものだな
What can I do when I have a serial to work on? Coming up with content, meetings, and storyboarding take up a minimum of 3 days.
そうかお前には漫画があったな
She remembers that it's fine, but I noticed that she's puffing her cheeks out a little.
じゃあ今週末までは何もなしだなお前がそれで問題ないのなら私から言うことは何もない
So she's discontent.
あ
Squeeze her lightly through the suit, trying to look for it. Okay. Why?
ごまかしてるだろう私は別に不満はないし週末なら週末でこら
Well, if you're making a request here, then I've got one myself.
ここでどうこうとか言わないだろうな無理だ時間が短すぎる
I'm not gonna ask for something that unreasonable. I come up with ideas even in school too, so I was wondering if you could go along with me for that.
漫画を手伝えっていうのか
Something like that. I figure a different way of working will help me come up with something new.
私に何を期待されてるのかわからんが仕事の合間でいいのか
Of course. Like in a classroom after school would be nice.
鼻息がおかしくないか
You okay with today, right?
月曜は職員会議があるからその後でよければな
After classes, I'm gonna head straight to the SC room, finish up my work, and stand by in the classroom. No, I'm really pumped.
邪魔にならなければいいんだが、本当に何の役にも立たないと思うぞ。
Just seeing Yukari tilt her head so carefreely as she gets closer to me is enough to make a fountain of all sorts of images well up in my head.
お前、またチンコが硬くなってき
These
てないか。
people need to calm the fuck
何を
down!
考えて。
No, nothing at all. Anyways, let's go and get all this volunteer work done.
来たぞ、コウキ。
Uh,
なんだその反応は。お前が教室に来いと言ったんだろう。
that's generally how I am after coming out of a state of extreme concentration. Before I know it, the outside is dyed in a vibrant orange hue.
仕事というのは本当だったようだな。進みはどうだ？
My entire life, I've never been in the zone more intensely than just now.
お調子者の間違いじゃないのか？
It wasn't a no speeding zone. He was going 200. He's hit multiple children on the way.
Oh dear God.
Time to commit a felony. Anyway,
Driving in my truck. I can't stop.
Right after a beer. Hey, that ball is shaped like a deer.
Jägerdrücken literally means like exodus from the mountain.
DUI.
Which
How
is funny
about
because
you
the
die?
man fails in any route where that song actually plays.
I wonder why.
Because it's a deadbeat dad? I don't know. That isn't the case at all, as I already managed to fill up my notebook up with enough ideas for up to the middle of a story arc while waiting for Yukari. Motivation truly does empower people. A new stimuli can also help to sharpen one's sensibilities as an author.
朝、あんな風に誘われたから、一日頭を悩ませていたが、全くイメージが湧いてこない。私は何の役に立つんだ？
To sum it up, to be a model, I guess.
漫画のか？絵画じゃあるまいし、ピンとこないな。
I was hoping you could help me out with fleshing out some details in the manga.
それは、私より編集さんに聞いた方がいいんじゃないか？
It's not that I want someone to check what I've written. How do I put this? Could you come close? Yukari approaches obediently so I quickly take her hand and squeeze.
バカ、急に引っ張るな。危ないだろ。
See, so the reaction you have when suddenly thrust into this kind of situation is closer to that of a teacher as a girlfriend.
は
My heart's also pounding from when you scolded me, so that gives me a new idea. Yukari's still leaning on me, confusion written all over her face. I help her up to her feet. So just now you felt towards me normally, but this time could you do the same, but with your boobs first instead?
お前は頭がおかしいのか？
I feel like you should have realized that a couple of days ago. I'm usually brainstorming in here. Readers can be sensitive to these subtle changes, so I'm trying to judge which ones are good and which aren't.
すまん。お前の言ってることがさっぱりわからない。
I'm asking if you could help me understand what the hottest way is for a girl teacher to trip by letting me experience it for myself.
こいつ、なんて熱い眼差しを向けてくるんだ。
Okay, one more time. Could you trip and fall, but with your entire weight behind it?
ひっくり返るぞ、お前。
Okay, that might hurt a bit. Falling down as a catch, you would be kind of stereotyped. How to make a situation more romantic.
お前、大変な仕事をしてるんだな。
What a raw reaction from a girl's point of view, just like that. The very scenario of the classroom when you started becoming conscious of Koki-kun.
急に言われても、もう少しヒントをくれ。
How it feels to have Koki staring at your butt. Yeah, so that's where you'd cover yourself. The way you hide it is super cute.
取るな！
And then while you're being self-conscious, Koki is dozing off. Action. See a poke there.
居眠りしていたのが悪い。
Be more aggressive! Yukari has to act cool so she can get Koki's attention!
授業中だぞ。
But the two of you only ever interact in the classroom, so you can't let shine squander your chances. Come on, you can do it.
こうか。
You won't think anything of it if you just hit your foot against his desk. Heck, you might even think you're bullying him.
なら。こら、ちゃんと授業を受けてるのか。
Oh, resting your breasts against his shoulders, even when there are other students in the classroom.
お前がやれって言ったんだろう。
That would make you look kind of slutty. And while I enjoyed it, I want to see some with a more subdued kind of passion. Good, he seems to be out of breath due to mental exhaustion rather than physical. Yeah, but I definitely have a more solid image of it now thanks to your help. A bullish kind of teacher doing her best to lure in her student. That's pretty good.
お前、私をどこまで漫画のネタにする気だ。
It'll be a real problem if people figured out it was you, so I'll definitely change up some details, don't worry.
それならいいが。
Sorry to ask so much of you, but it really helped out as reference.
役に立てたなら構わん。私はてっきり不純な動機で呼ばれたと思ってたから、本当に漫画のことが始まって面食らったくらいだ。
Was I exposed? Got so fired up because I got turned on like crazy, but that ended up saving me.
私にはわからないだけで、お前はちゃんと漫画に対して真摯に情熱を注いでいるんだな。
Of course, I love making manga.
用事は済んだのか？なら、私はそろそろ仕事に。
Hold it right there!
な、
It's as if we've rewound time back to the moment when I met up with her. Pull Yukari's hand from behind and her butt plops perfectly onto my thighs. It's pretty nice too, right? Sitting against my lap like this.
一通り済んだとさっき言って。硬くなってるぞ。
Of course, it's not a coincidence. I intentionally pressed it against her.
真面目に漫画のことに打ち込んでいたんじゃなかったのか？
Of course I would. I poured my heart and soul into capturing her charm. Every part of me.
それはつまり、私が魅力的だったってことか？
Of course you are. And when we've had so much physical contact, well, any man would naturally turn out this way.
お前がやらせたんじゃないか。
Yeah, I did ask you to do all that, and you fulfilled all my requests. Yukari grinds her hips against. Okay. Say, Yukari, I got a feeling this kind of situation, being with a female teacher in a classroom after school, is what turns me on the most.
ダメだ。お前少年誌で漫画描いてるんだろ？
What we did earlier was for the manga. This has nothing to do with it. Just my own request.
願望？
Been waiting since yesterday. At this rate, my thing here is gonna blow.
それはわかっているが。
Her lips aren't honest. Her body sure is. Man comes around from behind and doing the button of okay. Titty warm.
教室だぞ。やっぱりダメだ。一度こういうことを自分に許したら歯止めがかからなくなる。
Looks like I've got another entry in my female teacher turn-on points research journal.
Has one?
He has one as well.
Well, not as well. Just the fact that he has one at all.
I said as well. Okay.
At all, though. Oh well. No bad thing.
Snake ritual. One more note. It's harder when she says no. Oh no.
バカ。服の中でブラのホックを外すな。
You sound so cute.
本当に するのか。教室だぞ。鍵もかからないのに、もし誰か来たら。
Just who would come here this late in the day?
そんなこと、わからないだろう。
I feel like if I read this out loud, this video is not going to be online for much longer.
お前が苦しいのは分かった。分かってる。
Okay, this is essentially already like the intro, so I'm just boop, boop.
私がする。お前、セックスはダメだ。
Other
手でいいか？
Just
Boop, boop,
分かった。
boop,
口でする。
boop.
な。いいだろ。
たくよ、宿題忘れてわざわざ学園戻ってくるとか小学生かよ。なえるわ。
宿題を忘れたのは猿で、俺は付き合わされてるだけのはずなのに、その愚痴よく口にできたね。
うるせえモテるくせに、ひも手に少しは優しくしなきゃ地獄行きだぞ。
Crap, it's Sarah Masato, they're coming here.
入ってくるってどうするんだ。お前、チンコ丸出し。
Wait, no, stop! Not the zipper! It's gonna rip off! Oh no.
あれコウキと
ほんとお前は全くもってあれだな。覚えが悪いな。
今すごい音したけど大丈夫？
コウキだよな。おいコウキ、お前何やらかしたんだ。
He just does the full-on like Yamcha death pose.
なんだお前ら。
これがさっき息が肺に入ってこねえ。
あまり関わりたくないのは本音ですが、成美は一体何をしたんですか？
反省もなくごちゃごちゃ意味のわからないことを言うからしばいた。それが。
そんなえぐい体罰ありっすか。
彼ピクリとも動かないし、呼びかけにも無反応なんですけど。
によう、一歩も足を前に出すなって俺の本能が訴えかけてくる。
お前たちは何も見なかった。いいな。
でも
消えろ。
はい。
さすがに強引すぎたが、あいつら職員室に駆け込まなければいいんだが。言わないことじゃないぞ。私は誰か来るかもって何度も言ったんだ。少しは反省しろ。それとあいつらにはお前から愛ある可愛がりに過ぎなかったとフォローしておくように。うわ、まだビンビンか。早くチンコかく。コキ？
Damn, I can't believe Koki's dead. Where is this? Wow, it's a field of flowers. It's like a carpet of brilliant shining
来
white.
てはいけないよコキ。
Grandma?
向こうにお戻り。
Grandma?
誰がババアだ。
Perhaps the reason why I don't jump out of bed from how forcefully I awake is because my body instinctively felt the presence.
すまん。私なんかは迷惑な年間だったな。
This would be very nice to do if I
Madam,
didn't already have a CG of the owl one listed as part 2 saved. What happened?
お前がババアとか言ったんだろ。
That's not what I meant. I saw my grandma in a field full of white flowers earlier. Wait, what?
お前、そんなところまで行ってたのか。
What was I doing again? Memories are such a haze.
保健の先生は軽く頭を打っただけって言ってたんだが、場所が場所だからな。気分は悪くないか？どこか痛むか？
Okay, apart from the pain. Also, she's really close. When she's this close to me, can I interpret that as an okay sign? Wait, in the infirmary? Is it Irene?
帰ってこい。
Peculiar scented stings my nose as well as the totally white scenery finally synchronizes my mind.
何も覚えてないのか？さっきまで、ほら、私たちが何をしてたか。
Ah, that's right, you were about to suck my cock.
ああ、そのことだ。脳に異常がなくてよかった。
Ow, 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 ow. She yanks my cheeks apart, bringing clarity to my fuzzy consciousness. Sudden, was that okay, right? And then after that, my head.
お前が驚いた拍子にひっくり返って頭を打ったんだったな。自主的に転んで。ごまかすのが大変だったぞ。
Something feels off here, I don't know why. Well, as long as you managed to hide it.
さっきからお前のスマホが鳴りまくってるぞ。あいつらだろ？リアクションしてやれ。
The last text reads, if you don't call us in the next 10 minutes, we're gonna call the police for help. Good thing I checked.
すまん。さっきのは嘘だ。私が突き飛ばした。
Yukari also read the text. It was totally unavoidable and I'm not mad at all. Just got way too carried away.
そういうことだ。私もあっさりと流されておいて、注意なんかできた立場じゃないがな。
I'll be more careful. I don't want to cause you any more trouble either.
それもお互い様だ。
While it takes sorry that I managed to survive, Yukari strokes my head the entire time. How much time has passed since then? Did you mention that you still had work to do?
気にするな。生徒が倒れたから保健室に付き添うとだけ連絡しておいた。
See, by the way, where's the school nurse?
もうすぐ6時だぞ。私が面倒を見るからとお願いして鍵は預かった。
So you already left?
ああ、この保健室には2人きりということになるな。鍵もかかってるし、電気も消えている。
With the sun setting, the color of the sky gradually turns to a light purple, making Yukari's eyes sparkle bewitchingly.
何度も聞くようだが、心配なんだ。頭は本当に平気か？気分は？
Now that you mentioned it, it does kind of hurt. I dive face first into her blouse so I can spot a glimpse of her cleavage.
それは少しくらいは痛いだろうな。頭を打ったんだから。
This early sweet aroma. The smell of her sweet. Shut the fuck up, brother. Jesus Christ. Why can the end be so weird about this shit? I think I heard the inside of my mouth too.
そうか。傷があるかもしれないから調べてやる。
Puts her hand on my head and comes closer. Hot saliva already drips from Yukari's lips. Weird.
口開けて。
Okay, this is essentially H scene start, so I'm gonna just start skipping here already. See you afterwards. They're done fucking. I suppose I'm also in some kind of post-nut clarity right now. I was pretty late to be thinking this, but even though I am part of the student council, I do feel that the tiniest twinge of guilt for using the school facilities as a love hotel. That and some anxiety on whether it might get discovered.
なあ、コウキ。家のことは平気なのか？もう10時を回るぞ。
The sister, you mean? I got some notifications, but I'll play them off somehow.
今日はすまなかったな。
There's no need to apologize. I think I was the one who was too absorbed with it. Really ought to hold back.
その言葉は私が胸に刻むべきだ。
Despite her somber expression, she can't hide how much her cheeks are glistening. I ponder whether I should even point that out.
頭では分かっている。分かっていたつもりでも心がついていかないんだ。お前のためにも私のためにもどうか頼む。あんまり学園で私をそういう雰囲気に引きずり込まないでくれ。責任転嫁のような言い方をしてることは分かってる。いい大人が情けないだろ。分かってはいるんだが。
pouting, Yukari grabs my hand with both of hers.
今日でよくわかった。私はお前に求められたら何も拒めない。求められることが嬉しくて簡単に理性を飛ばしてしまう自制ができない人間なんだ。
So we can't do anything at all about school?
いっそ全く何もと言っておいた方がいいだろう。線引きが難しい。
But you can't do your best if you don't get a kiss at least once in a while, right? Like with work or class or life.
今まではキスしなくても頑張れていただろ
I suppose that was before I knew what kissing was like. Now that I do, there's no way I can go back to before.
う。よくわかる。
In fact, even now I'm tempted to kiss her in a place like this, where even people outside the school can see us.
じゃあ時々だ。絶対周りに誰もいない時だけ。
Yukari's Gandhi-like appeal for non-resistance, our future looks even more difficult. It's impossible to not desire her. Judge Yukari and I want to take care of our future together.
わかってるな。気軽に胸や太ももを触るのもなしだぞ。
Even as she tells me this, she is pressing her breasts against my elbow and doesn't even realize. I don't know why, but I suddenly have this weird urge to play Civ.
予告から開催まで随分と空いたね、お兄ちゃん会議。
White boy wants to make the build.
You know what, Eagle, do you have Civ?
No, no, I don't.
Actually, I'm curious now. Hold on. Hey, I have a suggestion for you.
Uh-huh.
Civ is like Civ 6 is like $6 right now. It's off by 90%.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, $4.99. Nice.
So yeah, if either of y'all ever decide that they want to fucking go for a game or two, it's real cheap right now. That actually brings another question up. What about Civ 7? I have Civ 7 for the Switch, but... Civ 7 is also on sale, but only for 40%, which only puts it down to like $42, which is absurd. It is funny that you can be the chieftain of the Inca, and it's just Rosa Parks.
Real.
Because because choosing a leader and the nation is like independent of each other. So you could just yes, fucking Thomas Edison, the Roman.
Okay.
テーマがテーマだけにこっちも慎重に動く必要があったからしょうがないじゃん。それは漫画の原稿？まだ未掲載文の原稿だけどね。ざっと目を通してくれれば大体のことは伝わると思う。この女教師はどこから出てきたの？新シリーズらしいよ。このテーマで4週間やろうとしてるみたい。女教師メインか。薫子の話じゃ編集サイドも戸惑ってるってさ。
It is an author's right to ham-fist their fetishes into their works.
Things I never thought I'd hear.
ヒロイン扱いで教師はちょっとって苦言を呈されて、女教師は燃えるってアホが食い下がってるのが現状。
いよいよだね。
馬脚を出したってことかね。たかがお兄ちゃんがどこで誰に色気を出しておちんちんを使おうが、私には関係も興味もないんだけど。
なんで？
周りにも迷惑かかるし、仕事に支障が出るのはちょっとね。ってことで、明日からちょっと本格的に動いてみようかと思って。
私を駒使いにするんじゃなくて、自ら動くの？
のんきに構えていられる状況じゃなさそうだからね。まったく世話が焼けるよ。周りへの迷惑とかちょっとは考えてほしいんだよね。
なんて？
My lower back hurts. Anyways, this is where the original 3 hours ended. We can either end it here or just keep going for a little bit more. What do you want to do?
I, if I'm honest, was thinking of dropping at this point. What about you two?
What? I think Bud's dead.
No, I'm back.
Ah, there we go. What do you say?
What do I say? What?
This is where the original 3-hour recording that was lost ended. So do you want to keep going a bit more, or do we just end it here in its rightful place?
Oh, we should end it here because I have dinner.
セーブする？セーブできたよ。
戻るぞ。
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Alright, folks.